Russ and Wow, huh? Dave gave me a little note that said, post-roast, you'll be introduced to speak and or get your revenge. Feel free to take notes. I found myself entirely too overcome with laughter to take very many notes. I'm going to keep this very, very brief. You know, brief like Will. Will, let me tell you, that was... I don't know what that was, but certainly that was something else. I don't know what, but it certainly was something else. You know, the thing is, unfortunately, there are a lot of people here who don't get a lot of the jokes, and I apologize for that. There's just a lot of offensive inside things that were kept out, except Omar, who managed to make a masturbation joke in front of my grandmother, which I'd like to thank you for handling that. That was really appropriate. That was nice. And you know, Dave, I have to quit with one thing. Dave says that I always enjoy making Omar into the Mexican in every improv sketch we do. Lest Dave forget that every scene they're in, he's like, "Come, Pablo, my pool boy." Three times. What I'm saying is, we gotta think about that. Yeah, I don't know how much to say about what Kim said, because most of it was hilariously true. Very accurate. I can't believe she sang. Although she tried to get the sheet music for the song from me earlier this week with the lamest excuse I've ever heard, and I started poking holes in it, and she's like, "You know what, just forget it, I don't need it." And now I know why.
I did call him for the music to my song.
Oh. Awkward.
I did, but I said I was going to audition for something.
Okay. That's good.
Wow. Okay.
You're going to audition for your roast this week.
No, I was...
Matt, I am so glad you could take a day off of beating the innocent to come here today. And taking the time and resources at work to violate my rights and share my personal information. And I certainly hope that when your chief sees this tape, he is as understanding with your job and your future and your sergeant's exam. Oh, I would never. Would I? You know, the one thing that everyone didn't really get is that, you know, Will, when he did live with me, I'm going to talk about the missing time. Here's the 2.5 minutes Will didn't cover. Will was right. We did. It was Big Macs for $2, and it was Old Country Buffet, and it was Don Pablo's. Hence the reason I needed to lose 100 pounds. Now the thing is, what the memory that will stick out in my mind is Will and I had bunk beds in college, and this is where it came from. Is in the morning, a delicate chocolate leg would flip over the side of the bed as he would ease himself down, and he always wore very, very bright purple underwear. Probably the same pair. I don't know. And as he would slide down the bed so he wouldn't thunk and wake me up, it would wedge up. And then I would be greeted to Will's purple butt floss. For 3 years, that was my morning greeting. And I just wanted to let you know that's the minute and a half that he didn't cover. You know, Jen Abertala had a lot of great things to say, and I'll get to her in a minute. But when Jay was up here and he was reading the quotes from the screenplays, he neglected to mention the fact that I had beautiful women say those lines, therefore they'd be more engaging and interesting than he was. What's interesting is when Jay talked about winning that god-awful community theater award, which I was not present for, I left and went home that night, And after we performed, it is like swimming through. For those of you who don't know, it was the best musical in New Jersey in 2006. You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. Lost $6,000 because only 6 people saw it, but it won an award. And we went to the award ceremony, and Phil was there, and I was there, and everyone but Dave was there because Dave was very busy. It was very busy that day. He couldn't come that night because he was meeting with his priest in preparation for his wedding. His father told me that was the 3rd time he had tried that excuse on him as well later. And the interesting was is that the whole show was nominated for Best Show of the Year, but Dave was singled out as featured performer of the year. That was his nomination. And he was like, you know what, I don't care about these awards. I don't care about this thing. I'm not going to go. But he slipped an acceptance speech to Camille, our director, just in case he won. So, just to let you know, there was a little, what does it say? Because Jen was like, oh yeah. What? How long have you been roasted for? 38 seconds? Come on. Hang on there.
It's convenient. It's right here.
I know. I'm just saying. Is all. There really isn't much else for me to say. You guys have done a really great job tonight encapsulating the cruel edge that I bring to a situation. And I cannot say how surprised I was that you all were here, that Andy pulled this off without fooling me by fooling me because she has never tried anything like this before and hopefully will never try again. And that's really it, guys. Thank you so much for all your hard work. Thanks for coming. Thanks for laughing at the stuff that you understood. And most of all, thanks for tolerating me for as long as I'm going to be here. Thanks.